Too fast.
All right, it's week 12. We had some games yesterday, and one game today, Black Friday. Amazon paid a lot of money to watch the Dolphins roll over the Jets. Do you guys watch that game?
Nope.
I listened to it.
It was a shit show.
Tua and the Cheetah.
Yeah. The Jets are not.
And it's college football rivalry weekend. Except for that forced rivalry between Iowa and Nebraska.
Iowa won though.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
The over-under was 24, and I thought about betting. It was 23 points.
Shut up. What would you have won if you bet?
Whatever the line was, because they were talking about it, and they're like, this is the lowest over-under in a college football game ever.
I think the last couple Iowa games have all been the lowest all time.
Yeah,
And Brock Purdy's little brother was the quarterback for Nebraska.
Chubba.
Chubba. I didn't even know he was there.
He was the third string to start the season, and they've been so awful.
Matt Rule might be the worst Big Ten coach ever.
Sheesh. There's some doozers out there, but okay.
But yeah, Iowa won in a squeaker, 10-2. They punched their ticket 2 weeks ago to the Indianapolis game against, tomorrow's game. The rivalry, Michigan and the Ohio State. I'm going to go upset here. I think Ohio State wins.
I don't think so.
You think you got Michigan?
I got a good friend who's a Michigan alum, so I'm voting for Michigan. It's gonna be a good game. It's gonna be a good game, and then they're gonna go play Iowa, and then Iowa's gonna squeak it out 3-0. Someone put $5 on that and watch us just cash out big on that.
Yeah.
They've been the first quarter.
What about you, Tim? Michigan or Ohio State?
I'm gonna say I'm hoping it's Michigan, because if it isn't, where it's gonna be nonstop, where is Harbaugh gonna go next?
Pretty much.
You think he's done?
He gone.
Did he resign?
Now I'm hearing he's going to the Bears, is what I'm hearing now. I don't
think he'll go to the Bears, because the Bears. What's below the owner? The president? The Bears president is the old Big Ten commish.
No, that's right. You're right.
Washington.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, we got Iowa State, Kansas State. I don't know if that's really a rivalry. And then we got the Iron Bowl, Alabama, Auburn. Hopefully Auburn squeaks that one out. We got the Desert Bowl, Arizona State. We got the Battle of the Apple Cup, Washington State. We got
the last one.
The Sunshine game, Florida State. Hiya. Notre Dame, Stanford. Clean, old-fashioned hate. Georgia and Georgia Tech.
Hopefully, I hope Georgia Tech gets the upset, just because I want.
And then we got the Civil War going on right now, Oregon State, which I think you got to have Civil War every year. Make that a non-conference game next year, because Oregon is going to the Big Ten and Oregon State is waiting for a conference.
But didn't they already do like Oregon's non-conference? So they wouldn't be probably till like 2028, 27, 29.
I mean, I can look. Hold on, folks.
Is Iowa still gonna play Iowa State after all this stuff goes down? Because there's rumors.
They play them early in the year.
They're scheduled like I think 4 years in advance.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, I looked the other night. They're playing the next few years.
Because that's what I was worried about with all this stuff shifting. It's going to be like, okay, well, what's going to happen with that game?
Well, they're still playing, I think, 9 Big Ten games. It's just who they play is larger or longer rotation
there-
period.
This is what the FB schedule says for 2024 for Oregon Ducks. Hawaii, Idaho, Texas Tech, Boise State, conference games, Michigan State, Ohio State, Purdue, Illinois, Michigan, Maryland, and Wisco.
So they didn't even play USC at all next year or UCLA?
That's 11 games. That means there's one game that they need to fill yet.
Hmm.
Hopefully, it's Oregon State.
Hmm.
Yeah, but based on that, they don't play. I don't see They don't play Washington, and they don't play any of the new teams coming. Their old teams coming in.
Interesting.
And they have 4 non-conference games, which I don't know. It's college football's weird like that. 2025, they play Iowa. And then Minnesota, Northwestern. Yeah, it's just next year is going to be weird for college football
The end of an era.
because it's not about academics. It's not about that volleyball game on a Tuesday night. It's about college football.
I don't think it's ever been about academics.
Pays the
really don't.
bills.
I really don't. I mean, which as much revenue as college football brings in, I mean, is it really? I mean, is college really about academics? Let's be real. It's just a useless piece of paper.
It's about college football.
It's a useless piece of paper anymore. I think it's the high school. It's literally like going to high school. Everybody goes to college now. Who doesn't go to college? Let's be real. Well, that's a side tangent. It's not about football.
And then another note in college football. Oklahoma scored 69 points
69 points.
against the runner-ups of the last year's college football, the TCU Horned Frogs.
Okay. You
Who's in the Big 12 championship now? Do we know? Yeah.
What do you think?
Oh, that's right, Texas.
Texas. Oh, it's a Texas and Oklahoma rematch.
pieces. The two teams that are leaving.
Yeah, but
Yep.
wasn't Oklahoma tied when the three-way tie with
Yeah.
OKC State?
Oklahoma State.
Somebody else.
Or did Oklahoma State lose again?
It's
Hmm.
Texas, then Oklahoma, and then Oklahoma State, and then K-State.
Yeah, because K-State could still theoretically, if they beat Iowa State tomorrow, be in the running for. Because Oklahoma lost the tiebreaker to OKC.
So yeah, I was gonna say when Oklahoma State, when they had the tie.
Texas is in it for sure.
Yeah, I know
Mhm.
Texas was a lock. But I thought Oklahoma State has it as long as they won out, which I thought they did.
I think they lost like 2 weeks ago to somebody.
Oklahoma or Oklahoma State?
Oklahoma State.
Oklahoma State.
Oklahoma State. They lost to South Alabama early.
Okay, and they lost to us.
They lost to Iowa State, and then they lost to Central Florida.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
I-
got smoked in
I
that game.
forgot about that South Alabama game, which they should have won.
Yeah.
That's right. They lost in that Central. There was a pouring rain. They got destroyed in that.
Central Florida's not that good.
Oklahoma scored 69 points, so that should put them at number 1. They should be in the college football playoffs because they scored 69 points.
In basketball, maybe.
And this is the last year for the Final Four. Things are gonna get messy next year.
I think it's for the better though.
Debatable.
Messy.
I think you know what? They need a 32 team football playoff. There we go. 16.
I
16.
wouldn't mind it, but
I mean, you
they
could
wouldn't.
make an argument that you
But
could.
then they're gonna start belly aching about why isn't Colorado in? Why isn't Nebraska the blue bloods that suck?
That's fair. That's fair.
All right, who wants to put $20 on the table? Colorado will or will not make a bowl game because someone's going to be ineligible and they're going to call around. They're going to call around to like Central Florida and Nebraska, and they're just not going to want to play in a bowl game on December 17th at 2 o'clock. And then Colorado, yeah, we'll play in that game.
I think the only way Colorado, because what's their record right now? I mean, they suck, but
4-7.
4-7.
so they have one more game to play, right?
If they win against Utah and Utah's ranked,
Okay.
they're going to be calling old Dion. Hey, do you want to play in a crappy bowl game?
I mean, why wouldn't you? I mean, the views.
And he'll be rah rah, yeah, let's do it.
Why wouldn't you? I mean, the view. I mean, you get views just because just because Deion Sanders is the coach.
And I think Shador will come back next year.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah,
He's gonna go to the NFL, but
Yeah, but
they're playing the Big 12. They probably get easily 7 wins without OK
okay,
in Texas.
I had Colorado going 6-6 this year. They'll go 8-4 next year.
no, they're
easily.
going undefeated, baby.
Do they have the schedule up for Colorado next year?
Undefeated. Colorado, yeah, we can look.
Oh.
They play Iowa State next year.
I believe so. Yeah, I think they do.
Two 2024 Colorado football Buffaloes. North Dakota State, the Nebraska rivalry,
Mm-hmm.
the Rocky Mountain Showdown, Colorado State, Baylor, Oklahoma State, Kansas State, Cincinnati, Kansas, Texas, Central Florida.
Iowa State then. Interesting.
That's 10 games. It's a 10 burger. That means they need 2 more. But I just took a look. At Iowa State's schedule next year. They only have 4 games scheduled.
Okay.
North Dakota, Iowa, Arkansas State, and Utah. And Utah's a Big 12.
Okay.
I think they're just scheduling these big teams, and then they'll probably, since everything has to be realigned, they'll probably do it probably after the bowl games.
Mm-hmm.
That's my guess. Because see what
Iowa's just done, I think. Yeah.
Illinois State, Iowa State, Troy, Washington, and the University of California, Los Angeles. That's it. I'm curious about one more team, and then we can move on to the NFL. Unless you guys got more in college football.
Is it Northwestern?
Northwestern. Notre Dame.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah, their schedule's full. Texas A&M, Northern Illinois, Purdue, Miami of Ohio, Redbirds,
Big Ben.
Louisville, Stanford, Georgia Tech, Navy, Florida State, hiya, Virginia and the battle for the jeweled Schlinghai, USC. $11.
Good,
Yeah.
man.
It's all the big teams' schedules are made already. All right. Does anybody got more in college football? Going once, going twice. Sold. All right. We're filming this on a Friday night. And NFL, Thanksgiving week, every team plays. No teams on a bye week this week. And we'll just discuss the 3 Thanksgiving games really quick and today's Black Friday game. I was shocked the Lions lost at home to the Packers, which they beat earlier in the year in Lambeau. I know Nate's excited. What do you guys think?
How about my Green Bay Packers, baby? I got off to a hot start. Jordan Love, you know what? Future Hall of Famer. I'm still riding that.
Oh,
I believe in Jordan Love, man.
You're the only one.
That's fine. You know, and when he becomes a future Hall of Famer, I'll be like, you know what? I was telling everybody on the internet before it was popular. Jordan Love is a future Hall of Famer when no one believed in him. He's got the same numbers as Aaron Rodgers. I mean, they're very identical. If you look at them, you pull them up side by side, same record. And
I saw them today. So
yeah,
they're close.
Yeah, they're close.
They're close, yeah.
You know, so there's that, right? So he balled out. They played well. The defense finally showed up. Yeah. I tell you what, my Packers, they're getting that 7th seed. They got to play Minnesota 2 times at the end of the year, and it's going to be either us or them. No, it's 2. It goes Vikings, Lions, Vikings, right?
You guys already played the Vikings. Remember Travis?
Oh, shit. You're right. Yeah, that's right.
You guys play the Chiefs.
Yep.
Is that a
That's a
winnable
W.
game?
That's a W.
Okay. We're
Let's
not
go
gonna
for the
ask
schedule.
Nate.
Let's go. What?
We're not gonna ask Nate because every game the Packers are gonna win. We'll ask
They're running the table, baby. 11-6.
Packers Chiefs.
W.
Just keep it. Don't spoil it. He's already given us picks for the next 5 weeks.
The Giants.
W.
Yeah.
Buccaneers.
W.
Panthers.
W.
Vikings.
W.
Bears.
Double W.
You know, I did hear about the Detroit that Jared Goff loses on these certain moons that he was destined to lose on Thursday night because that's what the moon was. Certain, I don't know exactly what the scientific
conspiracy theory on Herod Goff.
And then he just couldn't. I think the last couple of weeks he just can't hold on the ball. Turnover, fumbles. They keep saying he's the guy, but you know, as a former Ram and leading us at least one Super Bowl, he's good, but he ain't great.
Tennessee quarterback's gonna be the backup next year. Hendon Hooker. He's waiting in the wings. He good.
Well, I'm sure they'll at least give him a chance next offseason. So.
All right, and then the 3:00 burger game was show. And once upon a time ago, the greatest rivalry in the NFL, according to some, the old Washington football team, when they used to be a certain team's name,
The Redskins.
Against the Dallas Cowboys. Yeah, Washington fired Jack Del Rio and their corners coach today. What did that prove? Ron Rivera needs to look at himself in the mirror and point himself on the problem, but he didn't. And
That comes
then
on Black Monday.
yeah. And then the Cowboys, I mean, Dak Prescott, MVP candidate because they play a lot of garbage teams. Their schedule gets hard though. Very hard schedule for Big D. Watch out.
It's
I
gonna go.
mean, Washington was, you know, they were decent at the beginning of the year. Then the last two games they suck. All they do is pass some more. They can't run the ball. They can't play defense. They traded Chase Young and some corner off. But yeah, what do you guys think?
I didn't watch it because I figured I was like Dallas is just gonna blow this team out, and they did. It was like what 45-10 or something like that.
Mhm.
Yeah. Hey, at least the halftime show was better than Detroit's halftime show.
Yeah, Dallas is really good at home. And the bad thing is the Eagles have to lose multiple games. They do play them here coming up. But yeah, it's Dallas is just destroys teams at home and then just can't beat the good teams on the road. And they'll come to playoffs and either the Niners or they'll go to the Niners or Philly and lose another heartbreaker, and then we're back to the full circle again. So
Yep, I agree.
Their coming schedule is the Sea Chickens,
That'll be a W.
Eagles, Bills, Dolphins, Lions, and then Washington again.
They're losing at least 3 of those games.
I agree. I think they beat the Eagles this time because the Eagles never won in Dallas.
Yeah, but we want the Eagles to look. We want Dallas to beat the Eagles because the 49ers will jump up a spot.
But I don't think they beat the Bills, the Dolphins, or the Lions. I really don't. And then they'll play all their scrubs against Washington because, yeah, Washington's awful. All right. And then the other game was the 49ers killing the Seahawks in Seattle. Somewhat of an upset, but I had the 49ers winning.
This wasn't an upset. There's no upset about it. It was the San Francisco 49ers just doing what they do best, taking care of business. They humbled the Seahawks. Like they just did whatever they wanted to them. Brock Purdy could have scored some more points. He could have got through another touchdown pass for the sake of my fantasy team, but I don't know. He balled out. He made some good throws. They're winning the Super Bowl. That's all I got to say about that.
McCaffrey definitely has put himself into contention for MVP.
Yeah,
he's just too valuable. I mean, I think he's the first Niner in a long time to have 10 rushing touchdowns in a season. So, yeah. 49ers are playing really good ball. I mean, they're unfortunately it comes down to McCaffrey. If he's healthy, they dominate. If he scores, they're 99 pretty good chance they're gonna win. So, and Seahawks, Geno Smith is probably not the answer, or definitely not Drew Lock is backup. So, there's not anything from the last 2 weeks from Seattle.
Yeah, Seahawks might snip the last wild card spot depending on if they can win some games like they have been in this year, but they've lost the last two, both divisional games, which hurts them. And yeah, the 49ers, Eagles, and Lions are the three best teams in the NFC. And today's game was, I don't even know if you call it a game. Tua and the Cheetah showed the New York Jets. The New York Jets have no offense. Rest in peace. And 2 weeks ago, as I was walking into the Jets Raiders game, I remembered something. Rich Eisen said the Jets were gonna win the AFC East. And I was like, okay.
That
The
was
Jets are 4-7. They're not gonna win another game probably. And if you start Tim Boyle over better quarterbacks in this NFL, you need to look at yourself in the mirror, Woody Johnson. And you just need to clear everything off and next year get Aaron Rodgers healthy. Don't play him this year because what's the point? Get healthy, get a couple more offensive linemen, get rid of Alan Lazard because he's trash, and throw the ball to Garrett Wilson 20 times a game and run the ball. They don't run the ball. What's your guys?
Because they're losing. So no one runs the ball unless they're losing, unless they're Navy, and that's in college.
Yeah, but the Jets, rest in peace on offense.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was terrible. Just Aaron Rodgers, I think at one point was shaking his head. He's probably like, why did I leave? Why did I leave the Packers? Why?
They were going to be good this year. They were.
Yeah, no, I agree.
The
With Aaron,
Jets.
you put Aaron Rodgers behind center, I bet they pass block better. Aaron Rodgers can actually throw the football. So what?
So what?
Oh, you just like looked at me weird. So I was like, wait, what?
Oh no, All right.
Oh.
Continue.
But yeah, I think you have Aaron Rodgers in there. They lose 3 games. You know, they would have only lost 3 games so far this year. But not. So
I just remember the Jets beat the Eagles.
yeah.
There's always those teams that lose to garbage teams. It happens in the NFL. Catch a bad break. Bye.
The Jets were good
Jeez.
mid-season. They really were. Like, okay,
Defense is still not bad, but
they beat the Broncos, which anybody could have beaten.
At that
They
time.
They beat the Eagles, and the three of
Bills.
us could have beaten the New York Giants.
Yeah, put me in, coach.
And then they lost the Chargers, Raiders, Bills, and the Tua and the Cheetah
Which
today.
they should have beat the Raiders.
LOL.
Yep. LOL. Excuse me, guys got lucky.
Okay, maybe.
Maybe.
But if Aaron Rodgers would have played that game, he would have smoked us.
Yeah.
But when you kick field goals and jump 50 feet in the air for your field goal, you're not going to win games in the NFL.
No, Iowa is the only team that can get away with kicking field goals and still win games.
But the Jets' upcoming schedule,
Sucks.
the Dirty Birds,
Okay.
Travis's Houston Texans,
Okay. Wait, the Dirty Birds, that's the Seahawks, right?
Falcons.
Okay, got it. Yeah.
Tua and the Cheetah again.
Oh shit. They're gonna get like fucking ran over again.
They're home though. They'll be home.
It's at Miami.
Oh, it is. Okay.
That was home today. So
Okay. Washington. That's
They're
gonna
lo-
be
they're gonna lose to that one too.
that's gonna be must see TV.
Yeah, it's a shit bowl is what it's gonna be.
The Browns.
Yeah, they're gonna get beaten by the Browns.
And they finish off with the Patriots, and they can't beat the Patriots.
They're not gonna win. If Aaron Rodgers is in our center, they don't win another game all year. I think Aaron Rodgers.
Why risk it?
I don't know. I'm just telling you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
4-7.
they could sneak in at 10-7 if Aaron Rodgers plays next week. Have you seen the AFC right now?
You're not beating
Yeah.
Tua and the Cheetah.
Bengals are out.
You're not beating Tua and the Cheetah.
Aaron Rodgers, you are.
Tua and the Cheetah.
Yeah, Tua and the Cheetah.
Okay, you call up Woody Johnson. Right, let's get him on the phone right now.
Please
You
do.
call up Woody Johnson and say, "Hey, play Aaron Rodgers next week. I don't care if he's healthy or not."
Yeah, he's in the game. Yeah, because
All
right
right.
now, if we look at the AFC playoff picture right now, AFC, if the internet loads, come on, give me the AFC playoff picture. We'll go to our first pick while I wait for the NFL's website to load. What is this?
You want me to take the first game?
Yeah, go to the first game. I'm still waiting for it to load.
All right, Sunday, first game at noon. Let's start off with the Panthers and the Titans.
Yeah, this game is, gosh, pretty underwhelming. Will Levis, Bryce Young, two young quarterbacks that are kind of playing for Titans might actually probably, I mean, they theoretically not eliminated from playoffs yet. So, but Carolina's just basically playing for a top 3 pick that isn't going to be theirs. So I'm going to take the Titans. Will Levis will get back on track here. So Titans.
I've got the Titans. I think Will Levis is the future. He's the franchise. His girlfriend may have blown her future with him, but the Titans are not going to blow their future with him, and so they're going to win by 7 points. Definitely not watching this game.
Oh, I will be. I was even on my phone.
You got NFL Sunday Ticket. Of course, you're watching all the games.
Titans. I like them. I think they're gonna be good next year. This year was gonna be a rebuilding year. I knew that because Tannehill was terrible.
What if Harbaugh goes to Titans?
Titans by 18 points
Jesus.
against Bryce Young and the Panthers.
I mean, the Panthers suck. So, I mean, there's that.
The Panthers have one formula. Drop
Sucking.
back a pass with Bryce Young and throw the ball to Adam Thielen.
You mean the sucking formula?
Adam Thielen.
It's like when I play Madden against you, I find one play, one route, and I just exploit the freaking shit out of it.
That's what the Panthers do.
Oh, shit.
Is your thing loaded yet?
Yes, it is. It finally loaded.
AFC playoffs.
All right, so here's what we got. We got the Miami Dolphins today after that win, the number 1 seed. We got the Baltimore Ravens, the number 2 seed, the Chiefs, the number 3 seed, the Jags, number 4 seed, Browns, number 5 seed. The Texans are in, number 6, and then the Steelers are number 7. Now on the bubble, we got the Bills, the Colts, the Broncos, the Bengals, your Raiders, and then the Jets are still in it, the Los Angeles Chargers are in it, the Titans, and leading up the last place, still in it, the New England Patriots for the AFC. So the Jets, if the Jets win out, they could do it. Only way. Your Raiders aren't that far. Your Raiders are in the 12th spot. So in theory, they could make it. And then if we look at the NFC playoff picture, we got the Eagles with the number 1 spot. The 49ers jumped. They flip-flopped the Lions. They're in the number 2 seed. The number 3 seed's the Lions. The 4 seeds at the Saints at 5-5. Okay. The Cowboys are 8-3, are the 5th seed. The Vikings are the 6th seed. And the Sea Chickens are the 7th seed. And then on the bubble, number 8, my Green Bay Packers, the number 8 seed. Then Tim's Rams, 9, Falcons 10, Bucks 11, Commanders 12, Giants 13, the Bears 14, Arizona Cardinals 15, and the Carolina Panthers pulling up the last seed. So.
Yeah, you can count out the Panthers because they're 1-9.
Yeah. The division, if they make a run,
they're done.
You know what'd be funny is if all the teams in that conference division started losing.
And it would be funny.
And then the Panthers just sneak in at with a losing record.
Yeah.
But
Washington did that a couple years ago. It was hilarious.
People lost their shit. I love it when a losing team makes it in the playoffs because people just get pissed off about it. So.
All right, back to the noon games. The next one is the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Bungles.
The Bojangles. Tim, just his face is like, I'm not impressed.
Yeah. Pittsburgh, yeah. Yeah. Bengals. Is this game? This is after or new game. Okay. Because they were talking about games, future Bengal games getting flexed for prime time. I think it's Bengals Ravens future. I think. Yeah. I think the Bengals. Yeah. It's pretty much over. There goes my Super Bowl pick.
Same.
But Steelers, gosh, they fired their coordinator, so I don't really know where this team is going to go. I mean, yeah, I just don't know. But yeah, I'll take the Steelers because it's just I don't know what the Bengals are going to be without Joe Burrow. So
I got the because I think it'd be funny. I got the Bengals by 3.
Steelers. It'll be an ugly game. It'll be like a 16-13 game kind of thing. Because Bengals were dumb and didn't call my boy Cam Newton up. Which, what do they got? If they did, what do they got to lose? Nothing.
That's true.
They should have called.
Cam,
They should have made that phone
they
call.
talked to Cam this week, and Cam Newton has
EP,
not got a phone call in 2 years, and that was the Carolina Panthers, and he doesn't think it's going to come. So he's accepted it.
Why don't you make that phone call?
They'd rather go with a younger guy. I mean,
Okay, and lose. Go ahead. Paul,
that's what the NFL does. They just
okay, Paul. Okay,
thank
Paul.
you.
Okay, Paul Brown.
We're gonna go with someone
Bengals
else.
owner. If you want to lose, that's fine with me.
I mean, it's probably cheaper. I mean, Cam Newton's probably going to ask for some decent money.
Yeah.
So,
But when it's all said and done, Cam Newton and that Carolina Panthers Ring of Honor.
no, they were asking on DP.
Is he a Hall of Famer?
Is he Hall of Famer? Yeah.
I liked his answer. He said yes, but I don't think he is.
Yeah.
But he's in that Ring of Honor for the Carolina.
But then again, the NFL has really dumbed it down. So, I mean, Eli Manning's going to get in. So,
Who?
Eli Manning's going to get
He
in.
won 2 Super Bowls.
Exactly. He won
He
2
won
By defense. By defense.
It doesn't matter. He won 2 Super Bowls. He beat Tom Brady. He beat the GOAT. He made
Burris.
he made plays when he needed to. I think he had an above average NFL career, but 2 Super Bowls. 2 Super Bowls. Number 1, the first one that he won was against the New England Patriots, and he beat them twice, didn't he?
You opened a can of worms, Tom.
I know. I was just going to make it even crazier. So you're saying that if Eli is he a first ballot Hall of Famer though?
No, he's a Hall of Famer, not first ballot. But he beat
He'll
Tom.
get in first ballot.
Is he okay? Would he get in first ballot over Aaron Rodgers first ballot? If
2 Super Bowls.
only one
If
can
they
get
win
first
it,
ballot.
if they win it the same year, Aaron Rodgers gets in first.
No, that you can't.
Yeah.
Eli, 2 Super Bowls.
NFL is all about that MVP.
I don't know. I don't agree with it. I think Eli's got 2 Super Bowls. The NFL can suck it.
They're not gonna go in the same year, so we can move on.
And
talk about these new games.
Okay.
We made it to successfully 2 new games.
The next noon game is one me and Nate went to 2 years ago on this weekend. The Buccaneers and the Colts.
Oh shit! Has it been 2 years already?
Yes.
I think Buccaneers. I think could still win the division. Baker Mayfield didn't play too bad last week. He's had a pretty good tandem there with Mike Evans. So yeah, I'm definitely Tampa Bay Colts. Yeah, Minshew's not bad, but I mean, they're just kind of average. So I mean, they're not. They're just kind of they're third fiddle now in the division. CJ Stroud is just shot past them, and Jaguars just have taken over the division now. So yeah,
I got the Colts by 10.
Going Buccaneers like it was 2 years ago when we got to see the GOAT, Tom Brady.
Yeah. The
It's at
GOAT.
Lucas Oil again. Great stadium. Going Buccaneers 20-13. And the Colts, like Tim said, are very average at best, which they are. They're 5-5, which no one probably had them at. No one really talks about them because they're just not flashy. And next year, Anthony Richardson will be back. All right, next noon game is, well, you guys just talked about it. The Patriots with any quarterback can play in this game against the New York Giants.
yeah. Who is it? Zappy starting this week?
Nobody knows.
Gosh, I'm gonna take the Giants this week, just because New England is just in a hot mess, but they might pull it out. But I mean, it could go either way. But DeVito, I think maybe might be coming off of his best game last week. He didn't look awful, but good enough. And so, yeah, I'm taking the Giants over New England this week.
I got the Patriots if Zappe starting. I don't trust either team though. So I mean, I'm just picking the Patriots because why not?
Well, like I said, they asked Belichick who's starting a quarterback, and he says everybody's going to be ready. Don't ask that question. I'm taking the Patriots on this one. I think they're due for a win, and I mean both teams are trash,
Yeah.
but I think the Patriots are due for a win, and the Giants got a win last week, and it's time for let's just keep things fair and let's just have the Patriots win this week. All right. Next nooner is a divisional rivalry. The Jaguars versus, he's not here tonight because he's with family, Travis's Houston Texans.
How many teams does Travis have now? My gosh, it's
Like,
like a third of the league.
Vikings and Texans, that's it.
Oh, there's always another team. Browns too. Oh,
Browns.
yeah, he always picks a team every new week. He's probably
He loves the Texans though.
I mean, CJ Stroud is playing pretty well, honestly, for rookie. I mean, no one's expected him to take off as quickly as he did with that offense, that whole team in general. But yeah, this game can go any way, but Jacksonville, Trevor Lawrence, they should take care of business. Yeah, I'm taking the Jags.
Yeah, I'm taking the Jags too. Jags by 10. I mean, I like what the Texans are doing, but the Jags are just too good. I mean, even if the 49ers embarrassed them a couple weeks ago, the Jags are still too good of a football team.
This is the second time they've played each other. The first one, the Texans won. Do I go for the sweep? I'll take the Jaguars. It'll be a high-scoring game, though. And CJ Stroud should be in the MVP conversation.
I agree. 100%.
Great.
If they win the division.
If they win the division?
Yeah.
Yeah. But the experts had the Texans going 4-13 this year. Something like that. Not a very good record. All right. And then I think there's one. Yeah, there's one more noon game, divisional rivalry. This one could determine the rest of the pay for the NFC South. The Saints and the Falcons in Hot Atlanta.
I think I'm gonna take. Gosh, both these teams are also kind of mediocre. I mean, we probably could have a team like we talked earlier with a losing record win the NFC South. So, I still don't think they're really either team is really confident. Who the starters are going to be. Um, is Ritter playing?
Yeah, Riddler's back.
Yeah, he's kind of been hit or miss, and then he performs well in an injury, and then yeah. So I'm taking the Saints in this one. You know, it's in Atlanta. I'll take Saints.
I got the Falcons by 7. I want to see this division just keep losing because I want a team with a losing record to sneak in because that'd be funny.
I got Falcons. I picked the Falcons to win the NFC South, and this is the most win game, I think. Both teams have been okay. Michael Thomas, the future Hall of Famer, according to Keyshawn, is being a baby and not playing.
I think did he go to IR?
Yeah, and Chris Olave has had troubles with the law. That means Derek Carr will be dumping the ball off to Alvin Kamara about 20 times this game. And the Falcons will be shutting that down, and the Falcons win by a field goal.
All right.
And then the 3 o'clock games, we'll start with this one. The Cleveland Browns, best defense in the NFL, versus the best head coach ever in NFL history. More better than Bill Belichick. More better than Tom Landry. More better than Vince Lombardi and Sean Payton. Head coach of the year candidate, according to Terry Bradshaw, the Denver Broncos.
Well, I know where you're going this game. Jeez.
Well, that's what Terry said.
That Denver is probably one of the definitely the hottest team in the AFC. I mean, they got some close wins, controversial maybe. I don't know, but it's Denver.
They got lucky.
So
And Sean Payton
yeah.
cheated.
Russ has been cooking of late. I mean, he's not doing anything great or anything cost them. So, but yeah, I just don't know how Denver's got that defense is playing pretty well, and he shut down Patrick Mahomes. So, geez, it's a tough game. I don't trust Cleveland's quarterback play, but it's gonna be a low scoring game, and I'm thinking the Broncos though.
I'm taking the Broncos. They're gonna win a heartbreaker. They're just gonna win a heartbreaker by 1 point.
Like last week.
Yep, exactly like last week. I don't know. I think they're one of the hottest teams right now. If you think about it, the way they've won, all the turnovers they forced. Start there. I think they could sneak in if they go on a run. They're 5-5. Kansas City 7-3, right? My Green Bay Packers are going to put the beat down on the Kansas City Chiefs next week. They play the Kansas City Chiefs next week.
We're not even talking about the Chiefs or the Packers right now.
In that, I get it, but it's to prove, it's to make a point. It's to make a point, which would put the Chiefs at 7-4, right? Then they got us. Then Denver has to play the Kansas City Chiefs one more time, right?
How much is Sean Payton paying you?
A good amount.
Not enough.
Half his salary.
Broncos win this game, and they only win one other game this year. And all the Broncos fans think they're gonna win out, and I just say a big LOL. Broncos are trash. Russell Wilson is lucky. The Chiefs would have beaten them if Mahomes was healthy. But number two, if the Bills would have had 11 guys or even one guy on the field. And number three, I talked to Travis and they
Oh,
cheated
gosh.
against the Vikings. But the NFL loves Sean Payton because, well, he won a Super Bowl and he was at Fox Sports last year. Broncos win this one because the Browns are dumb and don't have a really good quarterback. They signed Joe Flacco, and he's like their third stringer now. But Joe Flacco will play this year as a Brown. Mark my words. But Broncos win this one, and they'll beat. I think they play the Patriots, like third to last game of the year, and that's it. They're done. And the Bronco fans will be crying because they can't beat good teams.
They beat the Chiefs.
What?
They beat the Chiefs. They're good. The Chiefs are a good team.
Mahomes was sick.
It doesn't matter. Still beat-
Okay. Don't make sure a Chiefs fan don't be listening because they'll call you up and they'll be throwing grenades in your room.
Yeah, okay. All right, Chiefs fan, call me up. Okay. I'm not scared.
Next 3 o'clocker game
3 o'clocker.
is the up and down Buffalo Bills at the Eagles.
Yeah, this was supposed to be a pretty good matchup to start the season, but Josh Allen, inefficient, turnover prone, has just not panned out well this year. Eagles, I mean, this could be a trip up game. I mean, they got Dallas the week after that, so I mean, gosh, I mean, if they stumble, I mean, they'll lose first overall seed, which is basically the most important thing in it coming up here now. All these games matter, so. But yeah, I'm gonna take Eagles just because Josh Allen has just underwhelmed this season.
I'm taking the Bills. I need the Eagles to lose. So I'm rooting for the Bills. I think Josh Allen, they're going to win this by 3 points. The Eagles are going to fall, and they're going to drop 2 in a row. I got the Bills by 3. That's what's going to happen.
You said the Eagles are going to lose their next 2 games?
Yeah, because they play the who they play. They play the Cowboys, right? They got Bills.
Bills and 49ers.
Oh, 49. Yeah, 49ers. Yeah, of course they're going to lose to the 49ers.
Maybe.
No, the 49ers are just too good. Brock Purdy, MVP.
Eagles don't lose at Lincoln Financial. Probably the toughest home crowd as a fan. The next 2, maybe the Bills Mafia. But yeah, Eagles are going to win by 12 points. And Josh Allen is going to have 2 picks. And the Philly special is going to come into effect.
Tush push.
Yeah.
They're going to tush push their way to victory, is what you're telling me.
And the coach of the year, Nick Sirianni, gets another win. All right, next 3 o'clocker is the divisional rivalry. The crybaby Kansas City Chiefs
Yep.
At the Las Vegas Raiders.
Yeah, this is going to be a one-sided affair. Kansas City, Travis Kelce, and maybe not so much Taylor Swift, but who knows? It's going to be all Kansas City. Sorry, Will.
I'm giving your Raiders one more chance. I'm picking them for the upset, baby. Upset, one of the upset picks of the week. They're gonna eke this one out by 3 points. And then tired and what?
You know it, dog.
Just win, baby. Just win.
Taking Raiders.
Hells yeah, let's go.
But we play them again on Christmas, and I won't take them that game. I will
What?
not take them no matter. I won't take them no matter what.
Even if they get on a run?
But we will win this game, and Patrick Mahomes will be crying because the Chiefs receivers can't catch the football.
Mm-hmm.
You're
That
a
is their
receiver.
downfall.
You're a receiver in the National Football League. I think I could catch a pass.
Yeah, I'll go up the middle or on a slant pass and just get completely destroyed for what they're paying receivers these days.
Oh my God.
And I'll catch it. I'll catch it. I might not get any yards after the catch. I'll catch that. I might have baby hands, but I'll catch that dang thing. I'll hold on to it like a death grip on it.
I've been to Allegiant Stadium, and it is becoming Raiders home field advantage. We've only lost one home game this year, and
Okay.
we're gonna get the W out. But we will not win at Arrowhead when that time comes. We'll not pick them. But anyways, Raiders win. And the last 3 o'clock game, you can get tickets to this game low as $13. Hello.
Mm.
Tim's Los Angeles Rams against little baby Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals.
The Rams who squeaked out a game last week against the Sea Chickens. Hopefully Stafford can get some little more progression. I think Cooper Kupp is in the line to play this weekend. He's really been kind of a
You don't need him.
disappointment. But for the Rams is next man up. But we do get Kyron Williams back at running back, so he was playing really well before he got on the IR. So, Arizona, gosh, we don't know what are they gonna do? Little Kyler Murray, about all the weapons they have. You can do a lot of things, just like we did in college. But if you can't progress your game to the next level, you're pretty easy to predict. And so, but it's in Arizona. Rams have once again have slip up here once in a while in the past. But I'm taking Rams.
I got the Rams by 7. Yeah, I think they're gonna win this game.
Yeah, Rams by 10. You guys showed the Cardinals the first time. That's when they had Josh Shirley Dobbs. And now they got little baby Kyler Murray, a football baby quarterback. It's going to be, I don't know if it's going to be a blowout this game. 10 points, I say. And the Rams don't need Cooper Kupp. Trade him. Don't need him. Puka. Touchdown.
He's been out of practice too. He's got, I think, a hip injury, but he should play.
And who was that other guy that we had no idea who he was last week?
Oh gosh, I can't even remember his name.
Here. Like a 5th string receiver, he could honestly be your guys' number 2.
Tutu's our number 2, but started with a T, wasn't it?
He's not even on the depth chart. Oh, Austin Trammell.
Trammell, there he is.
This guy could be your number 2 receiver.
Pick him up for fantasy there this week. Waiver wire.
All right, and then Sunday Night Football, NBC. The NFL's favorite team, Baltimore Ravens, versus the NFL's favorite team to put on prime time, the Los Angeles Chargers.
Yeah, the Chargers are home this weekend. Kind of inconsistent play. Herbert isn't playing terrible, but gosh, all those stars in LA and they're just underperforming. Baltimore on the road. Lamar Jackson, top candidate for MVP, but I mean he's just not putting those video game numbers up like he did before. But I'm taking Baltimore just because Chargers find a way to lose this game.
Yeah, I don't trust the Chargers. I got Baltimore. I think they're just playing too good at football right now. Yeah, I got Baltimore. They're gonna steamroll the Chargers by 14.
We got Ravens as well. And in case you didn't know, Brandon Staley will be calling the best defense in NFL history, as he said in a press conference last week. I guess he thinks he's the best defensive-minded head coach in NFL history. I mean, that's debatable. But I think he's on thin ice. And the Chargers obviously need to go with an offensive-minded guru head coach next year, if they decide to move on from Brandon Staley, former Ram. But yeah, I mean, Justin Herbert kind of took a step back this year, which I could see it coming. Lamar Jackson, he had his 2 good games of the year already, which they played terrible teams. But Ravens by 10 points. And then the last game of the week, Monday Night Football on ESPN. Divisional rivalry. This is the second time these two teams have played. The Chicago Bears
Oh my God.
versus Travis's Minnesota Vikings in Minneapolis.
Yeah, Bears looked a lot better with Justin Fields last week, even though they couldn't finish the game. But yeah, Justin Fields is basically playing for possibly his career here in Chicago. Vikings, tragically, that Cinderella story with Romeo Dobbs has fallen off the rails. And I don't know if we're gonna see Jefferson this weekend. I'm not sure. But I don't think Vikings. I think they might have struck their luck out again. I'm taking the Bears. Justin Fields. I think once he gets going, I think I think he's got more to play for than the Vikings do right now. So take the Bears.
I agree. I need the Bears to win. I need Minnesota to get their ass out of that 7th seed so my Green Bay Packers can pop right in. So I'm taking the Bears. I'm a big Bears fan this Monday. Big Bears fan. So yeah, I got the Bears by 3 points. It's not gonna be a pretty win. It's gonna be ugly. And the Bears gonna eke this baby out.
Vikings, dude. I think it's gonna be a good game. I think a lot better than the first one, which was I guess the first one was 19-13. But I think both teams will score at least 22 points, and the Vikings will win again, and then they won't win until they play the Packers. By your attention. Too funny. And let's check some college scores here before we sign off. Penn State is killing Michigan State. Civil War is 21-7 Oregon. And Texas is steamrolling the Red Raiders. But yeah, it's been a good weekend of football so far. And has there been any NBA games? I don't know. Has there been, Tim?
Now they're still doing the play-in. They're kind of
They
wrapping up
still are.
so they're wrapping up the final couple games here. Who's moving on next round? So yeah,
The Lakers in it.
the Lakers won their but we're already moving on, so we're good.
What are-
Lakers Cavs.
What are they doing right now? They're doing a play in what?
It's an in-season tournament because Commissioner Ears thought it'd be a cool idea to have a tournament in the season.
Is it like, is this a new thing they're doing?
Yeah, they just started it. So more trying to get the more fan action early in the season instead of late in playoffs. So and more for players to play, so they're put more incentive for incentive that they get paid for
Because the NBA
instead of-
playoffs, the NBA playoffs take way too long.
Yeah.
And you play two. If you win your series, you play like two teams in a month. That's it.
So is this like you lose, you're out, or how's this work?
They're cut up. They're each team each conference have three, yeah, three divisions broken up by like 4 and 5 teams, and the one team that gets the most wins by win-loss, and then the wild cards are determined by most points scored in the games, and then they move on to the quarterfinals. Those teams will play, and then finally they'll meet in Vegas, and those two teams will play a game that doesn't count for the regular season. So they'll play one extra game over everybody else. So
Oh, gotcha.
and get a trophy, and I think every player will get $500,000 each. So
Sign me up.
mhm.
We made it. I didn't think we were gonna get through our picks today, guys. We made it. If you stuck out this long, you're a saint. And with that being said, hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving, a happy Black Friday, and we're signing off till next week.